It's that word, y'all. We back with another episode 9. My name Dre,
And I'm Kels.
and this is Vibes from the South,
episode 9.
9. We're gonna get into it right now. We got a special guest. It's a supply logistics leadership at sea, military food service. We're gonna get right into it. So the intro. Today we joined by someone who helped keep the Navy mission ready, not only with weapons, but with leadership, logistics, and world-class meals. Born and raised in Northeast D.C., with experiences at culinary specialists, with 4 years plus in high school and high-volume food service and supply operation in the U.S. Navy. Proven leader in managing kitchen teams, inventory control, sanitation compliances, food preparation for over 300 personnel in shipboard environments, and also managing a $1.2 million budget. Currently pursuing his surface warfare pen and soon pursuing a bachelor's degree in psychology. Please help me welcome my brother, Mr. Rezon Taylor.
Yes, sir.
That was
welcome,
solid.
welcome.
That was
welcome.
solid.
Word, man.
Welcome.
I appreciate y'all boys for having me, man. For sure.
Appreciate you taking
Appreciate
the time
you,
out
man.
to give us some game.
Nah, that's crazy. That's y'all having me on here. I used to be trolling, bro. Like,
Here you go.
I come on this show, man. I ain't gonna speak on it, but definitely appreciate it. I brought y'all these hats right here from my ship, man. I got these books for y'all. I sent them to my VA house and not the Maryland house.
Okay.
It's this book. The name, I'm gonna tell y'all the title of the book. One of my mentors, he got the joint. It's called Pray and Words of Wisdom for Men. I was reading a little bit of it. It got some solid things in it. I feel like, we need to put on our mind for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I was just telling myself, because my B-Day Monday and I turned 30, I've been on books hard as a mug.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You said 30?
yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, y'all on the way. You can't act like y'all
What they
ain't
be
on the
saying?
way.
What they be saying? 30 is crazy. 30 is crazy.
Christ.
That's a blessing, though.
Nah, I got
I ain't
one
gonna.
more year,
That's a
so I
blessing.
can't say
30.
Yeah.
That's a blessing, man. 30 is
That's a
definitely
fact.
blessing.
That's a fact. Let's get straight
For
into
sure.
it, man. I'm gonna ask the first question. Why the Navy? What inspired you to get into the Navy?
Why the Navy? I was gonna go in fresh out of high school, man. I had a homeroom teacher and my physics teacher, Miss Kills. Shout out to Miss Kills, man. Her husband was in the Navy, and he used to always come to the school, bro. And they used to always have the matching Jordans like every week. You know how they drop Jordans? They drop them every week. Every week they got them Jordans. So I asked him one day, like, bro, what you do? He like, I'm in the Navy. I'm like the military, U.S. Navy? Like, yeah. I'm like, I ain't even know folks from the city go to the Navy. Like, nobody never really spoke about the Navy to us. So I did my research, and the only thing that stopped me from going initially when I first jumped out of high school and graduated was my tattoos. When I got my tattoos, my first tattoos when I was 15, about to be 16, and Miss Kills was like, they not going for that. Like, they not going to accept you. But then, like, years down the line, COVID hit when I joined. And I just was like, man, I'm going to go talk to a recruiter and see. Because I had my wife's little cousin, he had joined. He was like, they lenient about the tattoos now. Like, you could get a waiver. As long as none of your tattoos gang-related, you good. So I just went and talked to a recruiter, man. It made sense, for real. You know, at that time, I had my 2 sons. My daughter wasn't born yet. I got a wife, I'm taking care of the family. And at that time, I was working in the school system, and I'm like, I don't really want to go back because I kind of lost passion for it in a sense. And then when the school that I was working for told me they wasn't going to renew my contract, I'm like, yeah, this is a sign from God. Like, I'm already headed where I need to be headed to. So did the Navy, man, then doing research and we'll all benefit from it. Like, it was a no-brainer. As far as health insurance for the youngins and the family, like me wanting to travel, man, bro, talk about traveling all the time, and bro done been to so many countries just all playing golf, and I had never been out the country at that point. Yeah, so I'm like, nah, I got, I'm gonna just take this leap of faith, and it just worked out. For sure. It's real beneficial. Like, a lot of people, it's crazy because I was in my first duty station, San Diego. And there was a youngin' that went to school, man, bruh. He was probably like 2-3 grades behind us. We was at like a function that my man had put together, and he was there. And I'm like, man, like to see you all the way from Southeast, like bruh from Southeast, and then see him in Cali, like it was like, yeah, nah, this clicking for us for real. Like people who could take heed to it and don't mind being in that type of environment, like it worked out because bruh was doing good. And bruh was one of them kids who like, you ain't know which way bruh was gonna go. Like he'd be cool one day, but he might crash out. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how it is. Like some of us growing up in the environment we grew up in, it's like we don't always know how to express how we feel, so we just crash out.
So,
Yeah.
so in regards to the Navy, did you know you specialize in food service and logistics?
Nah. So my some people, the Army call it MOS, we call it rate. So when I chose my rate, I didn't know that I was gonna choose CS. I wanted to go DC. DC is damage control. It's basically like firefighters on board the ship. Cause that's what I was doing at the time. I had took the exam to be a firefighter in like 2015. Fast forward, like I still hadn't heard nothing back in 2020. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with the fire department. Everybody kept telling me like it's a slow process. And I scored pretty high. I scored like 89% on the exam. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but you know, kids got to get fed. So I got to get this motion. I got to keep this motion going. So I ended up choosing CS because I was trying to leave as soon as possible. Like during this time, it was August. CS left in November. DC didn't leave until the following year in March. And I was like, I can't wait that long. So I just chose CS. And then the recruiter that I spoke to, he was telling me like, when you choose CS, you won't have to stand duty as long as you're in the galley. And duty, I talk to bro when I be on duty all the time. It's basically like when I got to stay overnight on the ship and stand a watch. It's either a topside watch or a IET watch, which basically like if a casualty break out, like a flooding or a fire break out while we on duty, I gotta go and combat that fire or stop the ship from flooding in whatever space it's in. So yeah, I went CS and then like CS had became like cooking had became like my therapy before I even went to the Navy. Like when I stopped doing certain things, like cooking just occupied my time and my mind, and I kind of fell in love with it. So when they telling me like, oh, you could just come cook on the ship in the Navy, I'm like, cool. So yeah, that's what made me go the CS route.
Okay, that's what's up. What about like following up with that, leading up to that? Like, what was your first impressions of the Navy life? Training, finding your lane, like how
when
did that
I
look
went
for
in
you?
like boot camp.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, boot camp was a time, bro. Like, boot camp was hilarious to me because when you get to boot camp, you know, like Major Payne, how in the beginning of Major Payne, he dragging the whole
Yeah,
movie,
the
like
whole
he
entire
carrying,
time.
like they really be in there dragging, but like you can't say nothing. And me, I laugh at everything, bro. Like I don't really take too much serious because I'm a real chill, laid back dude. So when I got to boot camp and they yelling, I'm like, man, like this is so funny. And I'm seeing like people in the compartment, like they shaking and trembling
Folding
and
up.
getting teary eyed because they talking crazy. I'm like, bro, like this not nothing. Like, man, bro, fortunate we had our father, so we come from structure. Like,
Yeah.
Pops don't play. He's non-tolerance of BS. Like, Pops not playing. So when it came to that, it's like, me being in that environment is nothing because they not about to put their hands on me. Like, Pops say he gonna smack you. He gonna smack you if you act crazy, but they ain't gonna do nothing but make me work out. I'm gonna do push-ups. I might do some planks. That's nothing. I'm gonna be fit. So
Yeah.
when I was
that's
in
all.
boot camp, it was easy. And then like when I got to my first command, you realize, and I feel like even in real life workforce, and that was part of I feel like an advantage I had of me joining the Navy later in life because I had already been in the workforce. It's politics in the workforce. It's certain people you gotta talk to a certain way. It's a certain way you gotta conduct yourself, and it's the same in the Navy. Like we could talk amongst our peers. Like me, I talk amongst my peers in a jokingly manner most of the time on the boat, but like when I'm around like the chiefs, the officers, certain first class and even second class, like you just gotta conduct. It's politics. It's everything. I feel like life really is chess. It's not checkers, and every move in chess you gotta be real strategic.
Right.
So it's like I just like to think of myself as like a chameleon. Like I could talk in a room full of gangsters, or I could talk in a room full of congressmen. So
Right.
stayed in that lane, in that pocket, and it just really be working out for me. For real, like.
As they say, you gotta be a man of many hats.
For sure.
You gotta be able to adapt
Most
yourself
definitely.
in different environments.
Most
So I
definitely.
definitely feel you when you say that.
Yeah.
So walk us through like a typical day in your job, meaning like, you know, whether if it's like the meal prep or like, you know, putting people on certain schedules. Like,
Okay.
what's a typical
So
day?
typical day for real right now, I tell bro all the time, I don't even cook. I don't gotta cook no more. Like when I got to the boat I was on now, I was in the galley for maybe like 3 weeks, and they moved me to what's called JOD, where I was in control of keeping count of everything, keeping physical count of the inventory, all the food that we got on board. And then from there, I moved to records keeping, and that's where I keep count of the food, of the inventory on the computer. So the JOD keep the physical count, and what he tell me we got in there, or what she tell me we got in there, it got to match what I got in the system.
Okay.
So like me, typical day, really, I'm just inputting records, making sure we got enough food on board to feed the crew, and then like I pop in the galley to check on like my junior guys, and the food and the meal, making sure they putting the meal out on time. Really, for the most part, we not out at sea. Like my job real laid back. And then also what a lot of people don't know is that everybody in the Navy, we do maintenance. Like the ship, we got to upkeep the ship. And with us, most of the maintenance that we deal with at CS is like fire main valves, fan units, and different stuff like that. We just got to make sure that they operating properly. So in case we do got to use these things, it's gonna work in the time that we needed to work, and it's gonna continue to do what we needed to do. Speaking of my junior guys, man, I got to put this out. I recently lost a junior sailor, so I want to send condolences to her family. Angelina Resendez, may she rest in peace. Very, very, very sweet person. I worked with her for almost, I feel like over a year. Like all my junior guys is like my annoying little brothers and sisters. So it's like this loss was real personal, and this was my second loss that I took in the Navy. And I was telling you before we started, like I joined the Navy to essentially get away from death, because growing up in this city, we surrounded by death. I hate to say it, and we lost a lot of friends at a young age. So death we very familiar with it. So for me it sound crazy to join a warfighting organization to get away from death, but then my first Navy loss, it was to a suicide. Now suicide, we don't hear about that. Like growing up, we hear mainly about murders. So for my first loss to be a suicide, it hit hard, because when you lose a friend to gun violence, you somewhat got a place for that anger to go. It's like that person took my man life, or took the person who I love and care about life. But when it's the person that you love and care that take their own life, it hit different, because I can't be upset at that person, essentially, because they felt as though whatever they was going through, it was that deep.
Yeah.
And like
it kind of took over them.
it took over and won. Yeah, so it's like, just rest in peace to all the men, man.
Definitely send out condolences for that, because I was going to mention that after this question, because I know that weighed weigh a lot heavy on your heart.
Yeah, for sure. A lot heavy, honestly, a lot heavier than what I expected it to, just for the simple fact that, like I said, I'm so familiar with death, I essentially done grown numb to it, and I'm not like a crier, but like this was so different, because she was so young, and this somebody who I'm so used to seeing every day, and even when life is lifing for her or anybody, but her in particular, when life is lifing, she still show up with a smile on her face. Like I could look like something going on wrong with me, and she'd be like, CS2, what's going on? You okay? You look like you need a hug. You all right? And vice versa. Like that's just like I say, annoying little sister, as much as they get on my nerves, but I'm just a people person. I genuinely care about people. Like I'm not the type to, I always say I'm not a people person, but in all actuality, like I really am. Like I just care about people, and it's just how I am. Like Yeah.
I feel you. Okay. So definitely moving on for the next question. What was the most rewarding or challenging meal that you've ever served? You know, being in the Navy. I feel like I know, but I'm a let
The
you say it.
rewarding.
I feel like anytime I cook something, I tell even my junior guys, like, it's how I work. Like, I take pride in any and everything I do. But when I checked on board my first ship, I had to make some macaroni and cheese. My man had told me, like, bruh, like, you just did that. Like, they been just serving us like regular mac and cheese. Ain't nobody done baked it and put that browning on the top like we do back home.
Yeah.
Like, everybody ain't on that. So when I did that and the whole crew was loving it, they was like, nah, this new CS, he that. Like, he know what he doing back there. Like, I say that really because it's like, that's how I got my name buzzing on my ship. And I'm on a destroyer right now. And for those who don't know, a destroyer is, we consider a small boy. It's only 300 personnel max, maybe a little over that on board when we like fully manned and going out to sea. And that's like real close knit, like 300 people. That's more people than was in my graduating class or probably in my whole school for real, because I went to a small charter school. And but yeah, 300 people. It's like certain ships when you get on like them aircraft carriers when it's 5,000 people on them Jones, it's like you'll see a new face every day. But on the destroyer, we seeing the same people. Like, your captain know your face. Just cause the boat's so small and the captain gonna be all over the ship and in your spaces. So yeah, I say that macaroni and cheese for sure.
I thought
And
you
for
would've
those
said
who
the
don't
dessert.
know, for those who, you said the dessert, what dessert?
Yeah, I remember you had. I think it was one of the holiday parties. I think it was just recently, or was it last year's holiday party? You had to y'all had to make. Y'all was assigned to like making the cakes and stuff and the dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime we do like a special meal or something going on with like it could be something like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Veterans Day, something like that. Most of the time we try to put out and bake a cake for it. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's when I did that. It had like caramel and bananas on the inside. They was going crazy for that cake. It was decent. I ain't gonna lie. That cake definitely
I
was
was
fire.
on FaceTime when he was making that joint, bro.
Yeah,
He was
nah,
like,
I was
"Bruh,
I was
think-"
low key stressing, like baking cakes, bruh. It's a science behind it, bruh. Like,
For real.
shout out to whoever could really like bake, cause I understand like it's a science behind it. Like, you gotta take your time with the measurements in the beginning, and then like even when it come to like making like icing from scratch and like buttercreams, like it gets serious. Like, it's a science behind it, and boy, I was stressing, boy. I'm telling you, like, so for that finishing product to come out like that, and I think that was like the first time I really baked a cake. And one of my mentors, she put me on, and she was on my boat at the time. She was like, "We gonna make this cake," and I'm like, anytime she say we, she mean me. Like, it's no we. She mean me. You gonna make this cake, and I'm like, all right. So yeah. And for those who don't know, we eat real good on the ship, man. They think we eating skinny. Nah, we eat steak, lobster, crab legs, all that good stuff. I be telling bro all the time. But if you out at
True
sea,
story though.
and like the way it worked, like we got a menu, a 21-day cycle menu, and like every Wednesday is like Burger Day, Tuesday Taco Tuesday, Thursday be like Italian, where it had like a pasta for dinner. Saturdays it'd be like pizza and wings, and then Sundays we do brunch. And most of the time, Sundays dinner it'd be like surf and turf. So if we out at sea and it's Wednesday and we pull out that steak and lobster, yeah, just stand by from words from the CO. That mean we gonna be out at sea for probably another 2 weeks. We was supposed to pull in tomorrow. It ain't happening. That steak and lobster supposed to make it feel a little better.
Yeah, I felt that.
Nah,
You
for
ever,
real.
You ever thought about getting your own like food truck?
Nah, I talk to bro all the time, because if I do 20 years, I retire around like 45. That's still so much life ahead of me to live.
Yeah.
I want to take it farther than a food truck, bro. Like, I want white tablecloth dining, like real fine dining at a decent price. Like, but I want to bring it to my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, a food truck, I feel it's cool. Food trucks is cool, but I just feel like I'm trying to really take it to the next level with with this culinary stuff. Like right now, in the position I'm in with the records, I'm learning how to manage the money side of things and how and like the admin portion. And then once I finish this sea tour, I'm trying to get these orders to the either to the White House or one of these we call them flag messes, to where I be cooking for like an admiral or something. So it get real personal, and I could really like take my time with the meal and like really plate it right, and real simple. And even like competitions, like a lot of people don't know, like with this Navy stuff, bro, there's so much you could do, bro. Like I know sailors who, for their duty, like they go around and cook at different competitions. Like people think that's why I say nobody really talk to us about the Navy or military in general. Like it's so many opportunities in the military. Like I was just telling bro, like after you serve 3 years, they got what's called tuition assistance. And I could take my tuition assistance and I could use it to go to college, or I could take it and I could get my CDL. I could go to school for HVAC. I could get IT certifications. Like it's so much that I could do with it. That's why I put in the when I sent y'all the bio, I put that I probably gonna pursue a degree in psychology just cause. Like why not?
Why not? So
Like
Definitely, why
another
not?
skill added
yeah,
to
like
it,
me,
you know what
I'm
saying?
gonna get all I can out of being in the military, because I know they gonna get all they can out of me. So it's like I gotta take advantage of everything in every shape, form possible.
And that degree gonna help you understand people when you doing your
Yeah,
regular.
and like I said, I'm a people person.
Yeah.
So I was talking to one of my peers, one of the other CS2s on my boat, and she was going through something at the time, and we was chopping it up, and I was just giving her some advice, and she was like, "Why you playing? You need to go ahead and put that paperwork in and go to school to be a psychologist," because I just felt like we was in therapy. Like I'm like, "Nah, you playing?" She like, "No, I'm dead serious. Like you need to go ahead and pursue that." And that's not the first time I heard that either. So it's like I said, I just gotta take advantage of every opportunity possible that come with this.
So, what would you say is the trickiest challenge you face? Meaning like a supply delay, or like a limited space, or like an unexpected mission.
The trickiest, nothing really tricky for real.
Or
Like
most challenging, maybe.
it's been times where we supposed to get some food in, and they saying we can't get it, and they try and figure out. And this like while we out at sea, and they like, well, CS2, like, can we survive? Like, how long can we go without getting no food? Like, can we make it? And it's like, yeah, we can make it, but we might not have this. Like, we might not have eggs. Like, cause the way it worked, of course, frozen food lasts the longest, and then like perishables, like cans and stuff like that. But then that FFE, that fresh fruit and vegetables, that's a 2-week lifespan. So as long as y'all cool with not having no fresh anything, we could do it, and that includes like eggs and stuff like that. Cause people, they say breakfast the most important meal of the day. Folks get upset they ain't got them eggs, and we'll have eggs, but they won't be fresh. They'll be dehydrated crystals. Legit.
That's crazy.
Them folks be like, yeah, this ain't it. So I say that's the trickiest, and really just. To me, the military is easy, bro. I just gotta show up in the right time. I just gotta show up on time in the right uniform. I show up 15 minutes early, I'm the golden child. Like that's literally how I go. Like show up on time in the right uniform, do what you supposed to do, be where you supposed to be at. Everything gonna be smooth. The hardest part for me in the military, any time I spend in the military, just time away from my kids, my wife and my kids, bro, and the family. Everything else, cakewalk.
How do you adapt and keep operations flowing with everything that's going on?
Gotta stay solution focused. Anytime somebody bring me a problem, it's never, I can't deal with this. I just gotta prioritize. You know, you guys, what gotta get done right now? So if somebody come to me with a problem, all right, what's the timeline? Like when you need this done by, or what can I? If you need it done now, give me like 2 minutes. I gotta think on that. Or I might have to go and find one of my first classes, or find one of my peers, be like, look, such and such just came with me and told me we need this to happen in this time. I think we could do it like this. What you think? It's teamwork for real. Like I don't never take on nothing by myself, except for the records, because that money important. Like with that records, nobody can't. anybody
$1.2
can't.
million
Yeah,
budget.
like, and with that budget, it's really just us spending that money on that food and me keeping track of it. Like, we got this coming out the storeroom. Some days we might spend like $3,200 breaking out food, stuff like that. Be like special meal days where we might do a special meal for the mothers on board the ship if we out at sea, or the fathers. Or I know when I was on deployment, we used to do birthday meals. So everybody who had a birthday in that month while we was out to sea, set it up real nice, like the fine dining. Bring them they plate, and most of the time it'd be something fancy, steak, lobster, scallops, something real nice, just to make it feel love. You feel that love while you out in the middle of that water. Yeah, you missed your birthday because
Not just at work.
I told you when I first joined. I left in November. I stayed in boot camp during COVID. I had to quarantine. I spent my 25th birthday doing push-ups that morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. 8 counts. I'll never forget that, bro. Cause somebody else wasn't ready when we was supposed to be ready.
Yeah.
So Chief hit us with everybody to the toe line. Just get the count. When you hear that count, got to break down in them 8 counts, them burpees, and we getting busy. I did a good 25 of them on my 25th birthday that morning. I'm like, this crazy.
No, that's crazy. Another question I want to ask before Kels asks the next question. You were CS2.
Mm-hmm.
How hard was it or challenging for you to rank up, or how easy or fast was it for you to rank up? And what is your goal?
My goal, man, to get where I'm at now. I tell y'all the little story, man. So, brother, no, before I got to the ship I'm on, I was on Limdu. I went Limdu for like a year and some change, cause I tore my ACL, MCL, and PCL during Fleet Week in San Francisco. Hooping, man. When I say I put shot on the backboard and they called it foul, it was crazy. But I went up LeBron style, backboard, come down all my weight on my left side, and you could hear and like see my knee move, and you could hear the tear and the pop. My man was looking at me as I'm coming down. He was like, "Ooh, I knew it was bad. I just knew it was bad." So after that, at that time, I was a CSSN, and I was up for third, and I feel like the work that I was putting in, like I was about to get mapped to third. And when you get mapped to third, that means you don't gotta wait for the cycle, you don't gotta wait for no results. They automatically give you the rank, and then that next check, you're gonna get that rank pay. So took that L, was home for a year and some change on Limdu, got sent to the ship I'm on now in April of 2023. That September, I got mapped to third. And then I took the exam for second that March in 2024, picked up second my first time up. And I feel like really it was my evaluation that carried me to put that CS2 on, because I got a 1-on-1. And when I say 1-on-1, it's just essentially me versus me. Because I got that map to third, they could only give me an eval ranked amongst myself and not the rest of the third classes. So it was a 1-on-1, so it was a 4.0. Like essentially the highest ranking that I could have got as far as the point system go. And that added more points to when I took the exam. And then I just went in there. My man say I just went in there and signed my name on the job. Shout out to bro, man. LS2Us, man. He told me, man, bro, all you gotta do is sign your name, bro. You good. You got the 4.0, you good. You ain't gotta worry about that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was stressing. Cause I hate taking tests, bro. I hate sitting in one spot, sitting there, taking the test. Even when I know the knowledge, I hate taking tests. And I just always, after school, and that used to low-key be like my go-to in school. Like if I ain't do my homework, homework count for a portion of your grade. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna make it up on the back end with the test. Like I just gotta make sure I study. So, and with that test, I studied, but I feel like I ain't studied the way I should have studied, but it worked out for me. And so it was difficult. Like I had to put in a lot of work, like I had to do a lot of things that I ain't want to do for real. I had to get qualified in certain stuff. I just had to really just separate myself from the pack, and really my peers essentially. One of my homegirls, CS2 Thomas, she gave me the lay of the land. Like, if you come in here and move like this, with your goal you will be able to achieve. This one I was just a CSSN. You want to get mapped to third, this all you got to do. She gave me the blueprint and I followed it to a T, and it worked out for me. And then as far as the exam, I just did my part on that. And then really my ultimate goal, I'm really torn between the two, cause I want to cross over and be an officer. But the type of officer I want to be is a warrant officer. In order to be a warrant officer, as chief warrant officer, I got to make chief first. So I'm an E5 now. I got to pick up E7. Then once I pick up E7, I can put in the packet to cross over to warrant officer. It's either that or I'm going to just take it all the way to the max with the enlisted and be a E9, which is a Master Chief Petty Officer. And max out, because I tell bro all the time, he always say, man, look, when this money start clicking, how it's clicking, like we have emotion now, but when this motion is overwhelming us, I'm gonna pay for you to get out the Navy. I'm like, bro, I'm not getting out, bro. I tell people all the time, I can hit the lottery, bro, I'm not getting out. I had my wife cash the ticket and her name, so they don't, because with the Navy, you got a certain amount of money, like they make you get out, because it's like essentially you somewhat a liability. As crazy as it sounds, because it's like they can't control you. Yeah. Because if I win the lottery, 560 million, I'm gonna be at work like I ain't trying to hit none of that y'all talking about. Like I'm gonna be a problem. Yeah.
I can buy the ship.
Yeah, essentially, like. I'm like, but nah, I ain't getting out. Just it's too beneficial, bro. I just talked to a Master Chief in the Navy yesterday when me and my youngest son went to get haircuts. And he get ready to retire. He did 30 years, bro. Him and his wife, 30 years. And I think he might be at like 30, 31. But he about to get $11,000 retirement pay as far as his pension and his disability, $11,000 a month to do nothing. Just wake up. And I've met millionaire sailors, bro. Like people think folks in the military ain't having no emotion. You tripping?
No,
like you tripping? I done met when I say millionaire sailors, like it ain't got to be $1 million liquid. It could be $1 million in stocks. It could be $1 million in property. Like I done met $1 million in their retirement fund, and I'm talking people who only been in 10 years. They didn't really strategically move with their investing into their retirement, and they set, and they just really doing this. Like me, like I say, I do this for my kids, bro, so my kids don't have to grow up the way that I grew up in. Not to say I grew up in the most heinous environment or the heinous way. Like we was good, like we was always gotta want better. Like I tell man, bro, tell our father all the time, like you did what you was supposed to do, but like I'm about to drag on you. Like my kids ain't never lived in an apartment, bro. My kids never lived in an apartment. My kids only lived in houses, and me, that's a humble flex. Like, yeah, that is. Me and bro come from. I growing up in Northeast Pinnacles. You been to the Pinnacles, you know. I come from pissy hallways, bro. Yeah. Like my kids ain't know what an apartment was. I had to explain it to them what an apartment was. Like, and I say that with pride, just for the simple fact that, like I said, it's just really me not really flexing. It's more so like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm making my kids' lives better than what mine was, and I had a pretty cool life. And like I say, we tell our apostle all the time, like we had it cool, but like I gotta work even harder. My kids gotta have it sweet. Like you can say what you want, silver spoon, man. My kids' spoon is VVS diamonds. Yeah. That's what I'm on. I'm working hard and sacrificing, so they don't gotta do none of that. Like I'm trying to put them in position, like, and it's not to where like they spoiled to where they don't understand or they don't know how good they got it. Like some days, kids is kids. They had their days where like y'all really don't understand, but I know when my sons and my daughter get older, like they gonna understand and they gonna be like, nah, like pops, you did what you was supposed to do, and we appreciate you for opening this lane. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing now?
Because even like with me being in the military, like I got I get money taken out for the GI Bill. One of my kids could take the GI Bill and go to school for free, just off the GI Bill, or it could get bust down and it could cover a portion of everybody's tuition, if I'm mistaken. Or when I could get out right now and use my GI Bill to go to school, and I could just be a full-time student, and they'd pay me wherever I go to school at. They'd pay me what that BAH is. That's basically like a housing allowance to the cost of living. So if I go to school in New York, cost of living in New York high as hell right now, they'll give me like $5,000 a month. Why? Just being a full-time student. It's a finesse. Everything
Yeah.
is finesse. My homegirl just got out and did that. She from New York, went back to New York, about $5,000 a month, and she a full-time student. And she probably gonna stay with her mother and cake up. Just say that pay, probably throw her a little something on the back end, but we talking about a free 4 bands for real. Especially you ain't got no serious bills. You good. Everything a finesse. You just got finesse.
That's a fact.
So you had you mentioned you met a lot of different people like billionaires who were in the Navy before.
The millionaires. I
millionaire,
met
right,
active
yeah.
like active duty people who I know they millionaires, and then I know people I done met people who done retired and they good.
Definitely.
Like they don't want for nothing.
So would you say you had any mentors or role models who helped you shape your approach going into the Navy?
Yeah, absolutely. A bunch of Senior Chief Moody, Senior Chief Bug, Chief Croft, my first class CS1 Hallel. Like they essentially CSC Burnett from our first ship, CS1 Mayo. He one of the guys that I met, young dude, and that's another thing I ain't even speak on. Like since I joined the Navy so late, a lot of the people who was ranked higher than me was younger than me. I'm talking 20, 21 years old, but I got to take orders from them because they rank higher than me. But when it come to life, they asking me questions about life because I've been doing life for a minute. And then, because a lot of people, when they seen me, bro, I showed you the picture. Like I had a fresh shave when I first came out of boot camp because I couldn't grow my facial hair. I looked like I was 20. So when I tell people, nah, I'm 25 at that time, I got a wife and 2 kids and a daughter on the way, they like, nah, you lying. Like you bluffing. I'm like, nah, bro, like for real. Like I really do. And they be like, that's crazy. But like, yeah, I definitely met a lot of people. Those just to name those few, like they really showed me. Like I remember being on deployment and a lot of people was like, not speaking crazy, but like a lot of people was talking. It was talks around the deck plates about Senior Moody and how she carrying things, and she showed me her LES, and that's basically our pay stub. She said I got this many thousands of reasons to not care about what nobody think, because we hearing it around the deck plates, but this anchor and this style on top of it, they not gonna come to my face and say it, and even if they do, they know they talking nonsense, so they gotta come correct. So like when you doing something for a reason and with a purpose, they basically told me when you doing something for a reason and a purpose, like nothing or nobody can really get in your way. Like me, like I told y'all, I'm doing this for my little ones, for the family. Can't nobody get in the way of that. Like I'm too tunnel vision, bro. I tell you all the time, like life be life, and like I say, life for everybody, and life ain't always going my way, but it's a bigger picture. It's something that it's a goal that I gotta achieve, and I can't let nothing or nobody, not even myself, get in the way of that just because I got people depending on me. I don't have no room for error. I can't fail. Failure is not an option at all.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. Only person in your way is you.
Exactly.
You know?
Me
So
versus
it's
me.
like, yeah,
Only-
like,
yeah, me versus me.
Definitely.
For sure.
So what's something that civilians don't understand that the Navy support about the Navy support roles?
Just
Or
the
just the
Navy in
Navy,
general. A
yeah.
lot of, I say the military in general, like it's not as bad as people make it seem. Like, don't get me wrong, it's certain things
Right.
in the military that I feel like should change. That's a little outdated.
Okay.
But at the same time, like that's anywhere you go. Like I said, in any workforce, work life, it could be from bro being in the fire department. I'm sure it's stuff in the fire department in any state or city that like this a little outdated, y'all. Like we need to not take it away, but we need to revamp this whole scenario or these bylaws to accommodate and make more sense for the present time. Because it might have made sense back in the 60s and 70s when these things were going on, but like times are changing. So essentially you got to change with the time and not it's not essentially changing the core values of what we stand for and what we represent, but you got to modernize it for it to make sense. Because it's a lot of things going on. Like even with my junior sailor losing her life, it's a lot of things that were put in place that I feel like it failed her. like essentially the big Navy as well as the chain of command, because of certain things was putting in place, she caught the L of that. Like she took the loss for that, and it cost her life essentially. So it's like, yeah.
I feel that.
Any lessons from your service that applies to your everyday life?
Lesson from my service apply to my everyday life. Everybody going through something.
Yeah.
Everybody going through something. Cause it could, if you don't see it, and then even with me saying that, like, you could be going through something yourself, and you so in it, and you don't even realize, like, your emotions will take over, and you won't be thinking consciously, and that one emotional decision you make could cost you everything that you didn't work for. So I feel like the lessons that I've learned is you just gotta think before moving, think before speaking. Like, bro, I tell you, I troll heavy. I be talking crazy. Like, I essentially some days I do the same thing at work, and I gotta be mindful of who around and what I'm saying, cause it could cost me everything that I work for. It recently almost did, cause like bruh said, like me losing that junior sailor, it took a toll on me that I didn't expect it to take. So when I'm hearing people say certain things around me or move in a certain way, I ain't essentially care what nobody rank was. I'm dragging like, nah, this right is right, wrong is wrong. But like that lesson, that whole little time, and I had my peers and some of my first class tell me like, look, I understand how you feel, but you gotta understand military burn. You gotta maintain your military burn. Same thing in life. We understand that life is life right now, but you guys stay tight, stay focused, like stay the course, or you could lose everything that you didn't work for, just all not thinking and yeah, just split decision. One decision could cost you everything.
That's real. What advice do you have for someone that's considering the Navy, or whether it's the Navy career, whether it's food service in the Navy with the logistics, or just the military in a whole? What advice do you have?
I say for the military, just keep an open mind. Like, don't let nobody else, because everybody has a different military story. Mm-hmm. Like, I've heard so many like stories about people first 4 to 5 years in the services. It sound crazy, like it's terrifying. Essentially, right. Like I can't believe you went through that and you still in. Like my
you know,
first.
People kill me when they say that. It's just like everybody got to try something. Any
you know
career that you go after, not gonna be smooth.
It's not gonna be smooth sailing. But it's like
that's just with anything. I'm just surprised you could do that.
Yeah,
you work on a trash truck. I'm surprised you could do that. I couldn't even do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like man, you doing it. Like,
I'm telling you.
But it's like with that. Well, the advice that I get somebody is like, just don't let nobody else's story be your story. Cause like even with my story, I feel like I got a sweet story. When I first went to my first boat, 9 months, Fleet Week, got her, boom. I'm on Limdu for a year. But what I didn't tell y'all is the military flew me home to Andrews Air Force Base on a private plane. I sent brother video. I was on a jet, bro. It was me and 2 medical personnel, like me and 2 doctors essentially, like to make sure I was comfortable in the flight, during the flight and everything. Plane about as big as this room, bro. 2 pilots, 2 medical personnel. There was one more person on there because she was going somewhere else, and it was like I was in San Francisco. We stopped in like San Diego to drop her off back on there and drop me off at Andrews Air Force Base, bro. I couldn't believe it. Like, who you know could tell that story? And even when I got out of boot camp and I went to my A school is where you learn your job. Mm-hmm. The bus took us to. I'm thinking we about to ride the bus all the way like to the A school. I don't know why I thought that, because boot camp in Chicago and like Great Lakes, Illinois, my A school was in VA. They took us probably like a good 20, 30-minute bus ride, bro, to like this random little hangar bay. It looked like something off Grand Theft Auto. Cause when we went in the hangar bay, it's SUVs, Dodge Chargers, Alias, BMWs, and Benzes. Mm-hmm. And then they tell us like turn off your location on your phone. probably like 10 minutes go by. The same way we enter through the hangar bay, like we enter through the door, the hangar bay doors open. And it's a Navy plane just pulled up to the runway. We board the plane from the what Meek say? I was at the Clearport. I was at the Clearport. I've been at that Clearport, bro. Like everybody don't get that experience, don't get that time. Like even it's been situations where we done been out at sea, and like one of our alliances is the British, like the British Navy. Like we had our air department fly people on a helicopter from our flight deck to another Navy vessel and land on their flight deck, and they got to sleep on the British ship. The British ship is they got TVs in Iraq, bro.
I can only imagine that jump probably laid.
They got TVs, they got lounges. Like we got little stuff on ours, but like U.S. we about smoke.
Yeah,
like the United States.
United
States about it's about smoke. Yeah. So it's like all the crew living like we live decent considering, but at the same time like
that's not their focus.
Nah, like our P-ways is filled with equipment that we need to fight fires and the that's a fact. Yeah, them British P-ways ain't like that. Yeah, I brought bro on the ship. Like you see firefighter helmets, boots, SCBAs, like
cows, big.
You know what I'm saying? Like the armory, like I'm sure they got an armory, but I don't know if they armory messing with our armory. Like we bout smoke, we bout business. That's
the little chain jump, the big. What is it? What kind of
the 50 or the 5.56?
Yeah, the 5.56, bro. I seen the jumps on a chain. That jump was crazy.
Yeah, and I bought. When you in good standards with other rates, like people in other positions, like the gunners mates, the people who handle the weapons on the ship, you get stuff like the 50 cal, the drums, like the cases that the bullets come in. Mm-hmm. They get I brought home one of them, like they. A whole like 50 cal, like the whole it gets serious out there, bro. It definitely gets serious. I don't got see me. In order for you to handle the weapons on the ship, you gotta get pepper sprayed. I ain't get pepper sprayed, bro. I'm good, bro. I ain't trying. Then like remember I told you I stand a watch. I don't stand an arm watch. I don't put the vest on with the M4 and the M18 like. I ain't trying to do all that. I told the firearm outside the Navy. I don't need to tote one while I'm at work. I'm good. And I ain't trying to get pepper sprayed to go through that either. I tell people that all the time, bro. But in order for me to reach that goal, though, I was just talking to one of my mentors. He was like, you probably going to have to bite that bullet, champ. You want to separate yourself from everybody else and be in that lane with them top dogs. That'll be the only thing that they got over you is that they gun qualified. You might just have to go ahead and get that. So. Yeah, I might have to take that L, man. I ain't gonna hold
Good luck on that one, brother.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, bro. I ain't trying to do it either. Cause I done seen people, bro. When I say it's hilarious, I can show y'all videos of people going through that. They lose their mind, bro.
Cause it's bear spray. It's not pepper spray.
Nah, it's like mace. It's like OC spray. Is what it is. OC spray, but it's like when they do it, when the MA do it, they go across. And then some, when they go across, they get right in your eye or they get on the eyebrow. And while you going through the course, you sweating and it's just dropping down. Some people don't, I done seen people not have a reaction to where it don't affect them at all. But then I done seen people like stop and like scream like Goku on Dragon Ball Z, like they about to go Super Saiyan, like, cause they crushed off of it. But yeah, man.
So this is the rapid fire round where we're gonna ask you a quick question and answer, and you can only answer in 1 to 2 words or short responses.
All right.
So the first question is, what's your favorite Navy meal?
That's tough. Favorite Navy meal. I'm gonna just say steak. This is that my favorite food. Anyway, say steak. Sunday, good steak on a Sunday out to sea.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Good steak, and then see me I know I'm a CS, so like I eat when I want. Essentially, like I don't gotta eat what we put on the menu. Like if we got steak, I could put 2 steaks to the side, and I could do what I want with them Jones.
what's one item you always bring on deployment?
On deployment, other than that phone, let me see. And when you say that, you mean like me personally, like what I need for sure. Other than the essentials, cause I ain't no sneaky dude. I'm gonna say I got an extra phone. It's a phone, not my regular phone. Brother seen the phone. I call it my deployment phone. We airdrop movies.
Okay.
Like it could be a classic movie like Fridays, or it could be something that just dropped like that past
I
week.
remember
Like
you was telling me something about
yeah,
that.
bro. Like
got all
you gotta have a phone or a iPad, a laptop, something like that. Like that's my go-to, cause when we out there get times where we might not pull into no port for some months, so you gotta occupy yourself. Other than, especially like when you get to your burden and sleep in your rack, like I ain't gonna say I need TV to go to sleep, but TV help you go to sleep for sure. Like it give you that sense of being at the crib, being home when you on that ship.
So what's your favorite Navy tradition or event?
I say Fleet Week. Fleet Week happen all different times of the year in different states, different cities. Like I said, I got hurt at my first Fleet Week in San Francisco, but like that night before I got hurt, when I went out, man, people in certain states, I feel like military states or cities where it's heavy military, people really love us, bro. Like they show mad love. When I was in San Francisco, I walked into this spot, bro. This lady was buying out the bar for everybody. Like you had on your uniform, she was Oprah. You get a drink. You get a drink. You get a drink. Like you want some food too? Put it on my
that's a
tab.
fact.
Like
Yeah.
Fleet Week, it's a good time. It's different. It's games. It's events. It's concerts. It's all type of stuff. So if you hear about a Fleet Week, for sure, slide. Like it's gonna be a good time. It's all. Don't nobody party like the Navy, man. Don't nobody party like the Navy. We
Bro,
party
been
hard.
saying that since he got into the
We
Navy.
party hard. Cause you gotta think, we out on that sea, we hit them ports, like it's not even really about partying, it's more so about just getting that break. Like it don't even gotta be us drinking or
they
nothing.
move
It just
around.
Just a
just
vibe.
a vibe, just a
Yeah.
good time. That's it. Just us enjoying each other's company outside the confinement of a ship. See what I'm saying? So that's why it's like Fleet Week a lot of times, and I experienced Fleet Week also in Canada. I was in Halifax. This was last September. Last September. I was in Halifax, Canada. And Fleet Week was lit. Them boys over there, they party. They showed us mad love. Even people, the Canadians. That part of Canada I was in, it reminded me of San Francisco. You've been to San Francisco, you know San Francisco got a lot of hills. And I was in Canada, that part of Canada had a lot of hills. Like I felt like I was working out, walking up them hills. And I ain't talking like no slight little hill like that Stanton Road hill. I'm talking about like a steep hill, and then it's a hill on a hill on a hill. Like
You got that one.
yeah, it was
Like how the
crazy.
elevators be
Yeah,
looking.
like it was crazy. I'm like, man. But nah, definitely Fleet Week for sure. Favorite thing, Navy tradition or event for sure.
So we're gonna switch topics, right? So we're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about, tomorrow is game 7 of the finals.
Okay
So
then.
how you feeling about the NBA finals, man?
Minnesota. Minnesota.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited. Just for the simple fact, two teams that never won a championship.
Minnesota.
So whoever win, he keep
keep saying
Minnesota. Yeah, like, he was really hating on me, Minnesota, because I'm a Lakers fan.
Okay.
So he was trolling me the whole time when we was playing Minnesota. But like I'll say I'm excited about how, and I've been saying, I say it every year. Same thing with football. Like you get tired of seeing the same teams,
Yeah.
and then it's like these other
And the same
teams,
players.
and the same players. Like it's other teams like OKC that been building, Indiana been building, and they got the talent to get there, but they never get over the hump. So now that both of them type teams then got over the hump and they facing off each other, it's gonna be a first time for whoever.
Yeah.
Even one of the sides.
That's
Like
why I
it's,
feel like it's so special.
yeah,
This one
it's
is
a
going
good.
so special.
I said if it didn't go, if neither team won in 5, it was gonna go to 7 for sure.
Yeah.
It was gonna go to 7 now. Now that is, I don't know, man. It's
I
looking,
think
looking
now
scary.
that that whole big three motto that
It
everybody
was
on,
over.
it's
over.
with
Now it's just about
now
team
play. You
because
feel me?
Indiana, every series they balling like an AAU team. I ain't gonna lie. Them
Always-
boys playing team ball. You don't know who gonna drop 25, who gonna drop 27.
That's a fact.
Halliburton inconsistent. But when he on, it make a difference. But it's like you don't know who gonna do what. Like, bruh, I forgot. I think it's Jalen Williams. He dropped 40 in Game 5. Shea had a quiet 30 and 11 assists. Like with them, you don't know how it's gonna go. It's like they got them stars because Shea won MVP. They got them stars, but it's like a team like Indiana. People questioning really is Halliburton a star?
Yeah.
Is Siakam a star? Siakam already got a ring. Is he a Hall of Famer? You know what I'm saying? It's like they just got a solid team. Then a lot of people don't be mentioning. It come down to coaching, man. Coaching play a major role in these sports. Like, yeah, we the players that's on the court or on the field balling and hooping, but like, if coach game plan was Jabubu from jump, then we ain't have a chance against. Cause sometimes that's what I feel like this Game 7 gonna come down to. Like, who gonna out coach who gonna make the adjustments? Cause we can't see everything from the court. Like everybody don't got that Bron IQ to where they could see like, look, they've been doing this all quarter. We need to make this adjustment. If the coach don't say nothing, we gonna keep doing what we've been doing, trying, cause it done worked in the past. But sometimes what you did in Game 6 and 5, it ain't work. Or what they just did in Game 6, how they carried them peoples, that might not work in Game 7. It's gonna be adjustments. Like I'm hoping it's not a blowout.
I like Indiana.
Indiana?
It's not gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I need like
down to the,
yeah, I need it down to the wire.
Yeah,
I need it down to the wire.
I think it's gonna come down to Siakam though, because it's like
You think so?
I really do. Because
As far as what, like him dropping, he need to drop a 30.
yes, I think
Okay.
there's gonna have to be
Okay.
like
Think so,
a
30?
stamp game from at least 20 something.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say
yeah.
At least 20 something.
Basically,
Okay.
he gonna have to show up as well as Halliburton gonna have to show up. Like,
I feel like he got to show up for when Halliburton isn't clicking. Because if you
Yeah, or
during
if he on the
series,
bench
a
and
lot
he
of time-
playing.
a lot of times he don't like he'll start off hot, then go cold the second
yeah,
and third.
they gotta
and
click.
then
They
hit-
both gotta,
then
yeah.
hit some game shot at the end of the fourth. You know what I'm saying?
And then you
Siakam
look at
gotta
his
be able to pick
stats.
up.
His stats
Yeah,
don't. Y'all let this man hit the game winner.
Definitely.
He went 6 for 20. Like that's crazy.
And with the game, I feel like now it took away from having exciting players to having more effective players. Because when you look
Yeah.
at a team like the Suns, they got KD, Devin Booker.
It's like that don't
Bradley
really matter.
Beal. It's like the names don't really as matter as much.
It's-
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
who
Because
hooping. Like,
it's about who
is you-
who
is
can
you
plug
hooping.
and play. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's like what you got around.
Because we
you.
could adjust to KD.
Exactly.
We've been watching KD film for years. We could adjust to KD. We could
Facts.
adjust to Devin Booker. We could adjust to Bradley Beal. But can you adjust to this whole team?
Exactly.
Like moving. That's what my team, the greatest team out there, Los Angeles Lakers. That's what we just flourished at, man. Under the, whole team just click. We ain't click against Minnesota. We got click that and you feel me?
Know what's going on, man? But y'all gonna get back. Y'all gonna get back someday.
Yeah, definitely.
We
One
talking
year.
about something.
What y'all feel about? I don't know if y'all
Next year
seen,
we might get Giannis.
Hey, y'all do that.
You seen we just sold, the team just got sold for $10 billion. I don't know if y'all seen
to
that.
the LA Dodgers.
To the dude who owned the Dodgers, and
Yeah.
everybody been saying like he one of the ones he gonna pay
He gonna pay to play.
He gonna pay to play.
That's cool.
So
they do that. I'm not watching basketball.
well,
no more,
hey, if
Straight up.
you was tired of the losing in the
Giannis
in the
and, like, walking in
playoffs, come to Death Row, man. Come to the new Death Row under Snoop Dogg, under the Dodgers.
How y'all
For
feel
real.
about this? I guess this controversy, all this building up with the tanking and Lamont Roach thing.
Oh, it's
Because
good
I don't know
money.
if y'all seen on
Nah, it's
Twitter.
good money.
It's
I know
good
you don't
money.
be on Twitter, but on Twitter they was
yeah.
going
It's
back
good
and
money.
forth. So apparently, like they was going back and forth, and
I like Roach chances this go around.
Tank was like, yeah, I like
I keep
Roach.
I
telling
like
people
Roach
that.
I like
from the
Roach.
jump.
No, I
like,
did though.
I keep telling people, Tank got to come in with a slightly different game plan. Because if I'm Roach, I'm thinking like, all right, the first fight, I was the complete underdog. And I went
Sure.
12 rounds with you, and I got the draw with you. So I kind of got you figured out in the type of way. So if you come with that same type of game plan
He
that you had
cooked.
with the first time, you might get knocked out this time.
But I
So
think
fine.
I don't
Like-
think it matter.
And it's like with this, Tank gotta win by knockout because there's no
He gotta
way.
make a statement.
It's no way, even with the judges, it's no way.
He can't leave it up to them.
Nah,
Right.
heck
There's no
no.
way a knockout artist can go to the scorecard twice and win.
It can't.
It can't be
it
two
It
draws.
can't
It's
do
not gonna
that.
do that.
So
It
if he
can't
if
do
he
that.
go on the card again, I think Roach might win.
Man.
I ain't
Roach
gonna
gonna put him
lie.
on his
Look,
pocket,
from
gang.
jump, I even told bruh from jump, when they come to Tank, like Baltimore, like our cousins for real, the cousins that we always get into it with. You every time you go over auntie house, like they always saying something crazy, and we got a box. I used to always say, anytime Tank fight anybody, man, you can't go against the dummy, man. When he went against Roach, it's the city, bruh.
But not only
He
that,
from the bruh. He from the city, bro.
Nah, ain't no
we
secret.
cut different, and
for
that's
sure.
what people
But
fail
that's
to
what-
realize.
But that's
like,
what make him compatible to Tank.
But
That's why I
what,
say
but
it's
that's
not
what I'm
gonna
saying.
matter.
Yeah,
gang.
that's what I'm saying though. But like, when how you said he was the complete underdog, I don't even know why they thought that. Just for the simple fact that where we,
where
it's
you
just like
from.
it's just like, bruh. What's the other bruh name? The boxer. He get ready to fight Canelo.
I know you ain't talking about.
It's about Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He different.
I thought
He
you
had
talking
on
about
black
Jerome
Air Force
Evans.
Ones. You
Yeah,
don't
nah,
play with a
for
man
real.
that's stepping. Come, he got on the
Shorty
all black.
definitely had on
Stop
black Air
playing
Force
so
Ones.
much.
Yeah.
Like, so when it come to Roach from the city, bro, stop playing. We ain't never going for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
It's the
feel
same
like,
style.
like everybody know,
Same
they
people.
cheated that man, bro. They really cheated that man. I feel like it played the draw because they couldn't just give it to Tank.
It was too much politics in that.
I don't-
They
I think
couldn't
didn't
just. They
wanna give
couldn't.
Nah, they ain't want to give it
They
to
could
Roach.
look.
That's
They
what it
couldn't
was.
give it to Tank, and they didn't want to give it to Roach, so they called it a draw. And then I feel like also, it's like you said, that politics, it's that money.
Yeah.
This next fight,
It's gonna
it's
bring
gonna
in
be
hella
some
bread.
pay.
It's making me want to go.
like nah, for real.
making me
like,
wanna go. I ain't
and
gonna lie.
honestly, me personally, how you said Tank gotta knock him out. Roach gotta put him down, bro. Roach gotta put him just to make a
I don't
statement.
know, though. I
He
don't
gonna have
know.
to.
Cause
He
and
already
me
put it on
personally,
Twitter.
I feel
me
like the
personally,
odds
he
already
knock
in
him
his
out,
favor.
bruh. He knock him out. It's going to change the trajectory of Tank career. Like he ain't never been put
I already
like.
think they're gonna fight a third time.
Like,
already
no-
said it coming. I
But-
think they
And
gonna
me
fight a third
personally,
time.
if I'm Roach, you look,
Probably like 2-3
look,
years
Roach,
from now.
you knock him
Not
out.
even 2-3
Don't give him
years,
no
like
third
next
fight, bruh. You knock him out. Don't give him no third fight.
Nah,
we
give him
move.
a third fight.
We moving
Give him a
on.
third
We
fight.
moving
But he
on to
just-
bigger and better. Just for the simple
they
fact that
gotta-
first fight he won. It's
Nah, that-
2-0.
it's really 2-0.
It's
It's really
2-0.
not
Nah, I'm
no-
saying if he gives
it's
him a
really
third
one
fight,
no Roach
he
way.
can be more on the A side more.
And honestly, bro,
You
know
the
what
thing
I'm
about
saying?
boxing,
If he win this one, he
I
give him that
see
third
what
one,
you're
he gonna be on
saying,
the A
but
side a
me,
little
I
bit
feel
more.
like with fights like this, they need to bring back them old laws. From what I hear, how when Ali and them used to fight, it's winner take everything.
Mm-hmm.
You win, you lose, you go home broke. You
But
don't
they
see
got too many
nothing.
endorsements though.
Get your money from them. That box money coming home with me and
So
the
the
members.
purse money basically.
Yeah, I
okay.
need
You bet
that.
the purse.
That back end,
Everything in the purse
you
you
get
get.
no back end. You get what you gonna get up front.
Okay.
That back end, you don't see nothing. That's how.
That's fair.
If I ain't gonna lie, if I was a boxer, that's how I'm carrying everything. Cause that's gonna make you really come to fight. You trying to get this paid,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get this paid. So it's like,
Somebody gotta go home.
you know, somebody gotta go home.
just with the front end.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be like, well, I got my little 10 million. Yeah, you got that 10.
But I got this 50.
I got this
50
60 ball from the back end alone. Like, nah, for sure.
20 of it is yours.
Nah, facts.
Like,
So,
nah.
you know, before we go, we always give our guests the time to, you know, give out some free game to somebody that may be watching this. So whether if it's, you know, the youth, somebody in our age, I keep saying that, and that's how I know I'm getting old, because I say the youth
The
and then
youth.
our age.
Youth is crazy,
Anything,
right?
you know what I'm saying? Just anybody that may be watching
Hey,
this, that may
listen.
be going through something.
Especially
what would you
the
be
youth.
telling them?
Especially the youth. Well, I'll say you keep saying for our age. If you our age, listen, you gotta figure it out, gang. We pushing 30.
I'll be 30 Monday.
The time for games is over.
Yeah.
Like, it's over with. Like, I've been on man time for the longest. Anybody that been knowing me for at least 10 years, if you know me for 2 years or 2 months, you know I'm on man time now. But like, as a youngin', I was on man time because I knew what I wanted to do. If you know what you want to do it. Like, I tell people all the time how people be like, I wish I could go back. I don't. When I was a kid, I used to say I can't wait to be grown so I could do X, Y, and Z. I done did, and I'm doing X, Y, and Z, so I ain't trying to look back. Because life gonna life regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
you could
not-
go back and change the trajectory of what you went through, but life is still gonna life.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be life without obstacles. It's no testimony in that. You can't give God his glory if you don't have a trial or tribulation that you went through. Like, everybody got a trial or tribulation. But for the youth, y'all ain't gotta keep y'all, you know, it's cool to be a cool guy, man.
I say the
Put
same
the
thing,
switches
bro.
down,
You ain't
gang.
gotta
Just be yourself.
You don't gotta be a gangster.
Bro,
You
one-
know,
Nah,
you
fact.
don't.
One of the people that I
this the-
always look at is LL Cool J. Bro, he was one of the
Okay,
coolest
okay.
niggas
That's
ever
a fact.
growing
That's
up,
a fact.
Bruh. Like,
That's a fact.
he had the ladies on smash.
That's a
he
fact.
did.
But you don't gotta be it just cause you not a
don't.
gangster don't mean you not thorough. Like, I done had some of the most gangster dudes tell me like, nah, you one of the ones. Like, I've been saying you since you was a youngin'. You move real militant. You move accordingly. You don't let nobody get you out your character, out your box. Like, I'm talking about from gangsters, like folks that people be scared to have conversations with, like tell me stuff like this. So it's like, for the youth, y'all don't gotta be gangsters, bro. And then, like,
It's money.
if you
everywhere.
didn't know, it's money in doing in trades, man. You could be a plumber. Plumbers getting 4 bands a week. Electricians
Easy.
getting 4 like, you could get this money.
CDLs driving.
You could- you could
know,
do-
your man.
Yeah, Trey.
He gonna come on a jump.
Yeah, man. Trey,
I
shout
can't
out to
wait till
Trey,
he
man.
come on
Shout out to the whole
the
Northeast,
CDL
man.
driver,
Nah,
man.
for sure. Shout out to the Northeast, man. For real. But you ain't gotta be a gangster, and you ain't listen. If your song ain't clicking, look, hang it up. Everybody can't be a
There you go.
rapper.
You better start trolling.
Everybody
Nah, for
can't be.
real.
But see, not even saying that you might not be the rapper out your group.
That's true though.
You might just be rapping about the
You
wrong
might be the
things.
Jeff. You might be the behind the cameraman.
Or just support your man.
Or
and
just
post
you
that
know what I'm
jump.
saying? Like, you
Just
ain't
do beats.
or that.
Pay for studio time or
Or
something.
you know what I'm saying?
It's,
Like,
it's ways around it. Like,
and not even just that, like I said, like, if that, whatever you want to do, just do it. Like, in this era, like our era, we like on the borderline. Like, we had technology, but we ain't have it the way
Yeah, we
they
ain't
got
have
it. Like, they really got it the way they could start getting this money so easy and so.
and they have. Some
like,
of them have.
Some of them, like, I'm telling you, like, I know a lot of youngins getting to it, like, off the
getting to
phing, like.
Where
Well,
they say you really get into it, and I mean you really get into it. B.
Nah, for real. But it's like when
for
it come
real.
to the youth, you ain't everybody ain't gotta be a gangster, man. It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. Like I say, I done had the gangsters tell me you doing the right thing. Like, cause me, I learn from other people's mistakes. Like, I don't have to physically go through it myself to have to learn from it. Like, I could see you burn your hand on that stove and be like, yeah, that joint hot. I ain't even gonna mess with that joint. I ain't even gonna go over there. Like, that's how I move. You gotta be able to move like that. You don't gotta prove nothing to nobody. I done been called everything by a lot of different people. I feel like they talked about Jesus. I ain't no better.
Hey, I be
Like,
saying the same thing, bro.
look,
I
you
be saying the same exact thing.
and see, me, it's just like, and even for the youngest, man, when you dealing with when you gotta know who y'all dealing with, man, because you might got 30 with a switch. Listen, I be at that range. I'm going 10 for 10. 15 for 15. I gotta get home to my kids.
But you
sorry,
also got
not
that
sorry.
switch. I hope you got some lawyer money.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you get in them binds, y'all. That's
and
the
it ain't,
thing.
and
Y'all
that's they don't be they out
y'all
there
so
now.
pressed to jump in the streets.
I'm telling you, they don't know what come with it. Like, bro, I know an old hustler, bro. He always told me I keep 20 in the cut for a lawyer. 20 will get me in the door. 20 at least get me out on bond, and I could figure out the
Stick and
rest. As
move,
long as I don't
yeah.
catch nobody, I could be good. I could. That's easy work. But to the youth, man, y'all ain't gotta be no gangsters, man. It's okay to be intelligent. It's okay to know something other than the latest rap songs. To know what this Glock do, and it's okay. Time
okay to
come
walk
with that.
with God.
Like,
Let's
it's so
start there.
yeah.
So, because that's where you got to start
That's
from.
because at the end of the day, listen. man, listen, we serve a most high God.
Awesome God.
And when you in them jams, that's who you gonna turn to. That's who grandma gonna tell you to go to. When you in that jam, grandma gonna say, baby, I can't do nothing for you but pray. And you better pray in that cell. Prayer works. Y'all better hit the
Hey,
listen.
hey.
Prayer works,
Hey.
man.
Prayer works.
Prayer works.
gang.
Do your homework on yeah, do your homework. It
Y'all
hit
don't know.
different.
With big G-O-D, y'all don't know.
Man,
Like,
listen.
it's different. Y'all better tap in. Better wake up.
Nah, for sure.
What
Let
you
me
got
ask
for
y'all a
it?
question. Nobody be asking y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. How you doing? I'm Dre. I'm Kev. This Vibes from the South. How y'all feel? Episode 9, being podcast host. What do y'all see yourself going with this thing?
Oh
Or
man.
where do y'all want to take it? Like, are y'all half stepping it, or are y'all really? Cause just like I said, the advice to the youth: if you want to do something, you gotta do it, but you gotta put that effort. Like, bro, I tell you, I can't half step nothing. Like, even with this Navy stuff, like, I'm not what we call Joe Navy. Like, I'm all about the Navy, but like when I go into work, I gotta get this thing done, cause
Yeah.
I'm working towards a goal. Like, what's y'all goal in this thing?
So for me, I'm just looking to plug the podcast into like what I already do in life. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So whether if it's, going back to my high school or, doing something, doing anything in the community that I already do, going
You
back
trying
to
to
my
build
high
the
school.
community, build the people.
Exactly.
Got you.
And it's like for everything that I do, I just want to show the influence behind the scenes, you
Right.
know, when we vlog or
Right.
whether we talk about different topics here and there that, because a lot of times the youth, I feel like the problem, and I said this before, the problem with the youth is they don't know they self, they scared to be they self, and they feel like they always got to fit in.
Yeah,
When you
nah.
already tapped into your
You
purpose.
ain't gotta fit in.
When
Shout
you-
out to Kills for saying that. You don't gotta fit in. You
Facts.
be you gonna be good.
You different for a reason. Remember
Man, listen.
And when it come to like just being tapped into your purpose, like you said earlier, you tunnel vision. So you know what you got to do in this world. So it's like, and you got to have a strong village. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to just work with this person or be with this person. Nah, like I know the type of person I am, and I know the kind of village I got behind me.
Yeah.
So instead of me trying to just be the person seeking validation, like we ain't seeking validation with this podcast. We just seeking influence and just being able to hear from people saying, hey, your podcast really helped me. I was thinking about this, or I was
Got
going
you.
through
Or
self-sabotage.
I ain't know this, and
or I
they-
ain't know this. Or, you know what I'm saying? Even with the special
Nah, that
guests.
self-sabotage topic was deep.
Yeah.
Like, cause people, that's like I said, involuntarily you won't know, like, you in your own way. It's me versus me, and you is crushing you right now. You down 50-0 to yourself, like, and you could be up. Nah, that's a fact. What about you, bro?
Oh, my last thing. It would be cool if we could get a scholarship out of this. Like, if we could just
Okay,
get to the youth. I
a
thought
vibe
about
from the
that.
South Scholar. Okay,
Yeah, if we could do that. That's going to take some money on, but we going to
yeah.
We're going to get there.
Nah, for sure.
For me, same as Kels, like really trying to reach our community, reach our environment, reach the youth,
Right.
reach people that's older than us. Because
Yeah.
that's one thing that I don't know if Kels like ever thought about this, but I know for me, I never thought that we'd reach like people older than us. Because and the reason why, I'm not saying
a
that our
fact.
content is not good enough,
Yeah.
but the reason why is because
You don't think they listening?
and they so stuck in their ways and they
Right,
feel as though they
right.
you get what I'm saying? So
Everybody
That's a
and
wants
it's
to
fact.
talk
no
about what's
disrespect.
happening.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
talk about
yeah.
real conversations.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
that's for sure. That's for sure.
And there's no disrespect to them, but it's
Nah,
just
that's for sure.
It made me really
Definitely
like,
gonna reach older people.
Yeah,
We done had people tell us, man, y'all doing the right thing. Like,
Yeah.
I know I done definitely had, and to speak on what you say about the old heads, right? It's so crazy. Cause I got married when I was 20 years old, bro. You know how many people told me not to get married? What you getting married for? Like,
Facts.
why you doing that? But ain't nobody say nothing when I was 15, 16, toting that pistol. Whether they knew or not. Like, it could be the old head from around the neighborhood. They might have not known I had that jump, but when they seen that I had, they ain't say they said, nah, you doing right, you protecting yourself, bro. I'm 16, bro. I'm about to get
the
married
mindset.
to a woman I love, who I feel like I can spend the rest of my life with, and you saying why I'm doing that? You see what I'm saying? Like, them ways, bro.
Yeah, I
They
get
stuck
it.
in them ways.
Yeah, it's definitely that. And to be honest with you, it's crazy that you asked this question because somebody asked me this question yesterday, and my response was exactly that, along with I'm gonna be real. I know for a fact we can if we just keep pushing, just like they keep pushing. But I want to get to that Gilly and Wallow level.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
for
keep it
sure.
above.
Nah,
I always
they
say this,
them
and the
ones.
reason why I say this is because I'm gonna give them their homage. They got it.
They-
They
yeah.
did it. They paved
It was
the way.
organic.
They're the
It
you
was
feel-
so organic
it's
and-
ga-
yeah, it's-
and
they being themselves.
And they remind, and like when me and Kels be talking, Kels will tell you, like Kels even said, like they remind us of us.
Yeah,
They
just-
remind us
yeah.
of us, and like literally, if we keep pushing, the only thing that's stopping us is really putting it out and our audience. Once we figure out timing, because it's not even about when we drop it. I don't even
Yeah.
care about that no more. It's about the timing. That's when I'm starting to learn. It's
Okay.
about a different time. It's timing on everything.
Yeah.
Just like the song. You need to know. You can't make a banger and just put it out. Think about
Nah,
it.
fact.
I was just on social media
You
yesterday.
talking about Rob 49?
Rob 49.
He had that with the heli in the back pocket
For a
and
year,
he,
gang.
and he knew it was that, and he just
with a remix with G Herbo already.
like
He already
I
knew
knew
it was
that.
that one.
Yeah, definitely
bro.
timing.
So, like,
timing.
it's
And
timing.
to go with what you say that, and my advice to the youth, consistency.
Yeah, cause
Y'all just
that's
make sure
it.
y'all stay consistent.
Yeah, so I'm just really trying to push for that because I know that like we don't talk about nothing crazy.
No, for sure.
Every single from day one, it's been a
It's
banger.
yeah,
It may
for
not
sure.
have been everybody's interest, but you
Right.
can't sit here and say that we not talking nothing because
Right. Everybody can learn
Everybody-
something from every episode.
Every episode.
For
And
sure.
we highlight black businesses.
For sure, for
businesses
sure.
in general, but
In general.
we highlight it.
For sure,
Like,
for sure.
Businesses,
we-
we did pop-up shops.
we
You know what I'm saying?
paving
Talk
the way.
about real estate. People in out, like we said, people in our age group, we try and buy houses.
Nah, that's a
So,
fact.
Yeah.
That's
saying
a
a
fact.
pastor, you know?
And for you saying that, if don't nobody know too, this would be like the main. Some people would be the main reason people join the military. We get a VA loan. I know a lot of people use that VA loan to buy their first house. They might put a little bit of money into it, and then they got X amount of equity in it, and they flip it. Or they take the equity out. I know a guy who took the equity out his first house, bought a second house, and used the second house to pay for the first one. His first house, he had like I think bro told me he had like a 25, 30-year mortgage on that house. He paid it off in like 3-4 years. And his ultimate goal is to buy a whole apartment complex.
Like that.
yeah,
Buy a
facts.
whole
like that.
buy a whole
Yeah.
apartment complex, like, and it's possible, bro. There's somebody, like I say, somebody I'm serving with in the military. Even my what I consider my right hand man in this Navy stuff.
Oh, yeah, young boy
instead
getting
of
it.
instead of buying a car like most people do that get in the military, they buy the Hellcat, Scat Packs, the Chargers, and the Mustangs. Bro bought a crib, rented it out to a doctor. Instead of buying that new car, he bought that crib, rented it out, bought a beater, something to get him from point A to point B, stayed down. Now he drives something very nice, very clean, and I ain't gonna put it out there. Just know
Yeah, just know it's nice.
it's one of them
Yeah.
ones. But yeah,
we gonna
for
get
sure,
to that.
for sure.
But nah, that's where I go with. Like, and I always keep in the back of my head, like, Rome ain't get built overnight.
Nah, that's a
Feel what I'm
fact.
saying? And I live by
The
that.
wall of China ain't
You know
get
what
put
I'm
up
saying?
in a day.
So like, I say that to say, vibes from the South ain't gonna get built overnight.
Nah, for
But
sure.
it only takes one video,
Yeah,
I'm
one
telling you.
opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
nah, that's for sure.
You get
That's
what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Right
But
person see it, it's
That's
over.
That's
it.
for sure.
So,
they
like,
gonna, they hear
come on,
y'all
man.
talking about what y'all be talking about. Like, nah, I want
want
to put
invest in
that.
I want to put money in behind them youngers. That's all they need is a little money to push the platform for sure. Nah, that's for
it.
sure.
They gonna see it. We just gotta keep pushing. They gonna see it. Like once we crack the game of like how to promote, how to get this out there to our viewers, to other people. Bro, we got people in UK watching this. It's only 2-3%, but that's still 2-3% that's reaching out
Nah,
there.
that's a
You
fact.
get what I'm saying? And I pay attention to that because it's like, all right, how can we make this 2-3% for 5%, 6? Because I ain't even trying to. All right, let's turn this to 20-30%.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna go like that.
Slow grind, slow
Yeah.
motion better than no motion.
You feel me? So like,
for sure.
just really staying down and really just trying to navigate and maneuver through our personal life and what we going through, while still trying to give people content and
Yeah.
and build something.
Because
that we
also
have going.
remember, like the even with them, like I ain't gonna say Wallow already had pape, Gilly had some pape, but like with them, like it was a slow grind.
For sure.
It was a slow
Watch
grind.
their
Like
first episode.
Yeah,
Kills made me watch
like,
their first episode
it
before we
was
started
it
this.
was
junk,
a
bro.
slow grind,
remember.
bro. Like They
Yeah.
really they put that work in. It just looked like it happened overnight because how fast it
'Cause
took
how
off.
fast.
And for sure,
And that's because they was the only one in that lane.
exactly.
That's
and
the thing.
eventually, like their not to say their time gonna come to an end, but like everybody get a turn.
For sure.
Like once y'all turn come, just make sure y'all take advantage of y'all turn
Just like they doing.
and yeah, cause
'Cause they doing it.
Yes, indeed.
doing it.
Like take advantage and take just. That's all I can say. Take advantage when your turn come. Like I'm me. I feel like I ain't really scratched the surface with what I got in store. Like I can't speak too much and put too much out just for the simple fact that even I tell bro all the time, like some stuff you gotta keep to yourself because you don't know who out there plotting against you. Yeah. So like even not to say your right hand man to be on that, but like even your right hand man is like you don't want to put it out there to him because he might be talking about you to big you up to the wrong person and they might. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who praying against you, and it's so sad that it ain't that everybody don't show love. Cause me, I want to see everybody win. It's enough money out here for everybody,
Man.
for sure, for sure.
So, we just gonna close out like that. We appreciate you for
No, I
coming
appreciate
on.
y'all having me
bro.
for sure, man.
So the title of this episode is gonna be, of course, episode 9. We're gonna call it "Feeding the Mission: Leadership and Logistics in the U.S. Navy."
Okay.
So we appreciate you giving us all this free game.
Nah,
If it
for
was just
sure.
talking about your
Definitely.
rise to your career.
For sure.
Speaking out to the youth, we appreciate you.
And if y'all want to join the military, man, I done been I told y'all my brother traveled them countries early. I done been to more countries than him already. And
Already.
I only went overseas for like
Yeah.
4 months.
Passport stamp more than mine's already, man.
Three different parts of Spain, three
Yeah.
different parts of
touched places I
Italy,
didn't.
France, Portugal, Greece. Man, it's beautiful out there. If anybody, don't be so geeking to go to Houston, Miami, and Puerto Rico, and
Facts.
Jamaica, Cancun. Telling y'all, go to Spain. Go
Yeah.
to Spain where it's at, bro. I think I told you that last time I
Yeah,
was chopping it up with you, bro. Spain, bro. It's beautiful over there. It's beautiful over there for sure. I appreciate y'all for having me for
Yeah,
sure,
nah, I
man.
appreciate you.
man.
For
Before we
sure.
get out of here, I definitely just want to personally say, bro, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate that.
Being able to see, because we never been in this environment, so being able to really step out of what we already do on an everyday thing as
Yeah,
brothers,
just regularly
and
chopping it up, yeah.
yeah, we brothers, but this is our podcast
For sure,
and this
for
is
sure.
what I got going on. So
Yeah.
just having you as a guest and being able to like listen from a host standpoint,
Yeah.
it was phenomenal, man. Continue to let God rain down on you. Just continue to
Sure.
grab your blessings and continue doing what you're doing. Because like I tell you every day when we on the phone, you never know who watching. But I'm gonna let you know that I'm watching.
For sure.
So just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Because I'm proud of you.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate you. I love you, man, for sure.
You know it.
Appreciate
Love you
you,
too,
brother.
All right, no, love you
Yes,
too, man.
sirski.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. This is Vibes from the South. I'm your co-host, Kels.
And this Dre,
And I said it once, I'm gonna say it again, but this is
Vibes from the South.
Catch y'all the next one.
That's all right. Them boys had me on Vibes from the South.
Section 8 ain't here.
Man,
fact.
with the fan.
With the fan.